in terms of impact, is there any project that you have seen that had a major impact in the local community, not just in terms of accessibility, but also in terms of improving their quality of life?
There is a current project that we're working on at the moment. Just to set the scene a bit, part of the challenge that we have at the moment is we are trying to create a paradigm shift around climate control and climate change, etc. Being someone who is from the South Pacific, it's no secret to anyone that one of the most heavily impacted regions when it comes to climate change is in the South Pacific. One of the projects that we're working on, and it's not just Crayon, it's not just us, we're collaborating with some other organizations. The whole purpose there is to create what we call a futures office. What a futures office does is it actually starts to do future forecasts around anywhere up to 10 to 15 years based on an environmental issue or around a particular industry or whatever topic it is that you're wanting to do, by looking at signals, indicators, and also using, I think, 28 different models to actually model out what this might look like. The reason why this is going to have a major impact is because unless you understand the South Pacific, this isn't necessarily something that would typically happen. We in the South Pacific often look ahead to maybe a week, a year, or 3 years, and potentially 5 years max. But what we're trying to do is really create this paradigm shift, as I said, to think about what is the impact of 1 degree change, 1 degree uplift on the surrounding seas. What happens to the species that your independent island nation catches within that catchment? What is the shift? What is the change? How do you forecast that? How do you look for the signals and indicators and prepare yourselves? Because the whole purpose of this forecasting exercise isn't about prediction, it's about preparation. How do we prepare these island nations for the next 10 to 15 years? Look, we're not trying to predict the future, and it's not about, yes, I got it right. Oh, silly me, I got it wrong. What we're looking for is, if these are the potential outcomes, how do we prepare for that? How do we prepare a growing generation that's coming through and allow them to think about new ways of approaching climate change? It really is something that we're working hard on. We're starting in Samoa, we're working our way right through the South Pacific. I've been very privileged to be able to be a part of this and take this give back to my home, back to the region where I was born, where I came from, because I know that a lot of our forecasts, a lot of the future thinking of our region comes from everywhere but us. Our aim is to bring this back, allow people on the ground to be able to create a forecast so that we can start to merge it with everything else that's coming in.